From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Thursday, November 20th, 2025.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Sinclair, one of the larger owners of U.S. television stations, disclosed an 8% stake in smaller rival EW Scripps, opening the door to a deal between the broadcasters and raising questions about the future of Detroit's Channel 7. Both companies have holdings in Michigan, and WXYZ would be a big prize. Who knows for sure if it's going to go through? Tim Kiska, professor at the University of Michigan Dearborn, said, but Channel 7 has such an important part of Detroit's cultural landscape. The station signed on the air in 1948 as the second television station in Detroit and Michigan, following what is now WDIV, Channel 4. In addition to what happens to the Scripps-owned ABC affiliate, a potential broadcast merger also asked the question, how much media should one company own, and what kind of regulatory limits, if any, should there be on media control? Scripps, which is based in Cincinnati, responded on Monday to Sinclair by saying its board and management are focused on driving value for shareholders and will evaluate any transactions and other alternatives. While the Scripps statement didn't rebuff Sinclair, it also didn't welcome it. Scripps added that its board and management are aligned in doing only what is in the best interest of all of the company and would protect the company and this company's shareholders from the opportunistic actions of Sinclair or anyone else.
This is J.C. Reiner with the Detroit Free Press. The end appears near for renowned Michigan-based shopping mall developer Taubman Company. Taubman is preparing to close its Bloomfield Hills headquarters and lay off over 100 employees who work there. The closure announcement follows Taubman's recent acquisition by Simon Property Group, which is the nation's largest mall owner and operator. Simon first began acquiring Taubman in 2020, and in early November it bought the last remaining 12% of the company. Taubman still owned 22 malls at the time, including 2 in Michigan, Great Lakes Crossing and 12 Oaks Mall. It's unclear whether the 105 employees will receive any severance once they've been laid off on January 9th.
I'm Sue Salaski, Detroit Free Press food and restaurant writer. Americans can expect a typical Thanksgiving meal to cost less this year than it did last year. For the third year in a row, costs are down for many of the typical ingredients that go into putting together a traditional Thanksgiving meal, according to an annual survey released Wednesday morning. Providing a snapshot of this year's average meal cost, as they have for decades, is the American Farm Bureau Federation's annual Thanksgiving dinner survey. Each year since 1986, the American Farm Bureau Federation has been analyzing the cost of a market basket of foods needed to make a traditional holiday meal to serve 10 people. This gives shoppers an idea of what to expect. This year, the survey found the typical meal for 10 people will cost $55.18, or about $5.52 per person. That reflects a 5% decrease from last year. Of the dozen items on the annual list, half declined in cost and half cost more. Leading to the overall lower cost of Thanksgiving is the turkey and the most expensive part of the meal. The average price for a 16-pound turkey, the survey found, was $21.50, or $1.34 per pound. That's a 16% decline from last year. Dinner rolls and stuffing are among the other items that were lower priced this year. Fresh vegetables, including sweet potatoes, had significant increases. For a list of ingredients and their average prices, go to freep.com.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thank you for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.